Hello, welcome to Mindful Movement with Wave Me Flow Yoga. Today we're going to talk about the spine and all the different elements of the spine and their capacity for movement. So we'll start first with the top vertebrae of the spine. This is called your cervical spine. This allows you the widest range of movement within your whole spine, across all your vertebrae. That cervical spine allows you to turn your head from side to side, for example. Even just doing that can feel really good in your body. Try and relax your shoulders, keep everything from the head down still. And so it's just happening in the cervical spine as you turn your head from side to side. You can, of course, roll your chin across your chest, maybe back. Just these little movements can feel really good in your body. Next, we have the thoracic spine, or the middle part of your body, middle part of your spine. These are the vertebrae that kind of line up in the rib cage. There are multiple ranges of movement that we've got, including a frontal plane, side to side, but the strongest range of motion within that thoracic spine is rotation. So this is an opportunity to twist from side to side. When we twist our body, we tend to think of it primarily happening down here. That's not so much the lumbar spine, although it has the capacity to do so. The majority of rotation happens in the thoracic spine or the middle of your back. And then finally, we have that lumbar spine, the lower vertebrae of the body. Now you can do flexion, extension, very, very strongly here. We see this a lot in a standing forward fold, for example. But you also have that side to side, frontal plane movement, as well as rotation. So keeping in mind all those segments of your spine, we're going to integrate this into a yoga practice. The strongest and most obvious pose where we can integrate this is our cat-cow. We come back to this one a lot. So if we're starting with the lumbar spine, you can think about extension, pelvis tilting, and then thoracic spine, a nice extension, and cervical spine. Maybe you push the tongue to the roof of your mouth and you look forward, get that nice extension through all three segments. You can think about that again in curving to that cat pose, get a nice flexion through the lumbar spine, a rounding through the thoracic spine, and then look down to also bring that into your cervical spine. So work with that forward and back, thinking about all elements of your body. Notice if there's a particular part of your body where you're not getting that flexion or extension, and try to work a little bit more on that area, making your brain more aware of where that part of your body is to stimulate those nerves to encourage them to move. We, of course, use our spine in every single yoga pose and every movement with daily life. So it is incredibly important to be aware of your back. If we do something like a supine twist, so supine meaning lying on the ground, we come to our back, arms by our sides, maybe palms face up, shoulder blades together, and let the knees rock from side to side. Of course, we're getting some rotation through the lumbar spine, but also try to channel that into the thoracic spine. So maybe you reach your arms out to a T shape to allow for more movement. Keep your shoulder blades rooted on the ground, but encourage more of a twist. And notice how that twist starts to come up the body a little more. A good way of thinking about that rotation is also in any upright twisted poses that you do in your yoga practice. So let's say, for example, that we're in a lunge position. So we have one leg forward, trying to keep the heel underneath the knee, remembering that tripod foot from earlier. Pelvis in underneath you. We're going to take a deep breath in, maybe reach the arms up, and then get a nice rotation through the upper body. Now the temptation in a pose like this is to twist the lower body so you can reach further back. It is not about how far back you can reach. It's about moving mindfully in your body, recruiting the parts of your body you need to attain that movement properly. So something like a twist. Try and keep the pelvis still, and then find that rotation through the thoracic spine. Keep your core engaged, arms reaching wide. Maybe look back, maybe get a little wobbly because it's fun. And keep breathing. Brilliant. And then come on back. Give it a little shake out. There are so many different ways to think about the back in your yoga practice. A lot of us tend to struggle with lower back pain, particularly sciatic nerve issues. A really good way to address this is to open up and loosen the muscles around the pelvis, the lower back, as well as strengthen them. So you always have that cat-cow, incredibly good pose for lumbar spine movement. You also have that supine figure 4 shape. So if you lie on your back, hug one knee in, flex the foot, externally rotate that thigh, level out the pelvis, and create a figure 4 shape with your legs. If this is a stretch, stay here, it's really good. If you need more, you can reach up and grab onto the thigh of the leg, of the foot that's further away from you, that leg, and gently encourage that towards you, trying to keep your hips square, and encourage your shoulders towards the ground, try and relax your face, your breath. You're probably going to feel this stretch through your glutes as well as your lower back. It's a really, really good way to find a release. Gently uncross and come back up. We're also talking about more of a release through the lumbar spine area. We have these muscles on the side of the body, our lats, as well as our QL muscles. These can get tight, particularly if we're feeling not as strong in that part of our body. You'll find in yoga practice we do lots of side bends and side stretches to address this. So in those sort of movements, we reach both arms up, then we let one arm come down, maybe we hold onto the hip, the ground, whatever's more relevant in the pose, and we reach to the side, getting that nice side extension and flexion through the body. When you do something like this, notice if the outside of that stretch, the outside side of your body, your hip, your foot, your leg, whatever, comes off the ground. Try and keep it anchored and get that stretch through the side of the body. You may notice that your chest wants to come forward and you make it more of a diagonal stretch. Try to bring it back to that side extension and flexion to target those muscles more effectively. And then in daily life, as you move around in your body, try and notice when it comes to things like a twist. Do you avoid twisting your spine and reach instead the side body? Try and get more movement into your spine, your back. When you're walking, do you favor one foot over the other? Try to take that first step with your non-dominant foot and strengthen the muscles through the lower back, the glutes a little bit more, just in these tiny, simple movements to give you more strength and more flexibility. Thank you very much.